Welcome back, everybody, to the Hardcore Hitman Challenge, where Marley and I try to kill every single rare and rare elite humanoid in Classic WoW without dying and at level. The show went on a bit of an unexpected hiatus, just a lot of stuff going on in real life, and then Wrath of the Lich King drops. We've been playing that a lot, but we are going to try to make some new episodes here and there. No promises on how consistent it'll be, but I am going to try to edit at least the footage that I have and see if Marley is down to continue filming more Hitman Challenge. We have probably a couple more episodes worth of footage that I never edited, and here's the start of it. This was filmed back in May of 2022, so it's been about 6 months since recording, so I may have missed some details, but I will go over the highlights. Before diving into the first rare of the episode, I just wanted to do a quick recap on what the rules were for the challenge. I know it's been a while since the last episode, so I want to make sure that everyone's clear on what's happening and what this video is about for new folks, or if you're returning and you just don't remember. The rules are simple. We are following the hardcore rule set. So basically, if we die, we delete our characters. And we are solo self-found. We're in a duo, so it means we can trade within the duo. So me and Zodiac Killer, aka Marley, can trade to each other if we pick up items and use profession items together. So that's really cool. We have to kill every rare and rare elite humanoid in the game at or below level, excluding dungeon rares. So there are some rares that are inside dungeons, and some of the hardcore rules limit how many dungeons you could run, so you can only run a dungeon once per character. So obviously this wouldn't work very well if we're having to find a rare elite in a dungeon, because you could just end up not getting it. So we just excluded them completely from the challenge, but every other rare is fair game. And speaking of rares, that's the first one of the episode, Fed Fennel. He is a gnoll on the north side of Elwyn Forest, kind of near the Stone Cairn Lake, I believe it's called. He is a pretty famous rare because he drops an 8-slot bag sometimes. Unfortunately for us, we did not get the 8-slot bag, but we did get level 12 shortly after.
Nice grab.
Hell yeah. Time played from 11 to 12, 4 hours and 20 minutes.
That bomb. Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Nice. That's gonna be a huge upgrade. Can't do Elwyn without killing Hogger at least once, so we took out Hogger, and now we're hunting for the next rare, Gruff Swift Bite. Now this guy was a pain in the ass for us to find. We hunted for him a bit here, but part of this challenge is managing your experience bar, and we were thinking, oh, maybe we just need to clear gnolls out to cause them to spawn, but we still had other rares at level 12 to go kill, so we needed to go complete those first, which is where we're at now, flying to Menethil Harbor to begin the long journey to Tearsfall Glades. And if you remember this from earlier episodes, it is an absurdly long swim, but it is the only way to safely reach Tearsfall Glades as an Alliance player. This is probably the second or third time that we've had to do the swim, so we are kind of veterans at it at this point. It was one of the main pain points of playing Alliance, but you have to go Alliance for this challenge because of one rare in Teldrassil, and there's just no way for a Horde player to get to Teldrassil at level 7 without dying. So this was the alternative, right, is you have to do this brutal swim. But we arrived, and it took us about 50 minutes, it looks like. So we left at 7:25, got there at 8:10, so yeah, 45 minutes swim. Okay, we're looking for Deeb. One cool thing I noticed during this challenge is the two Murlocs in Tearsfall Glades are named Moad and Deeb, which, if you're familiar with Dune, I'm pretty sure it's a reference to Dune, where one of the characters is called the Moad Deeb. Just like, super nerd, but it's still a cool reference, I think, that they put in the game.
Okay, is he alone?
He's got one dude, but it's okay. He is a caster, so we just need to make sure we interrupt. It's like lightning bolts.
The puddle jumper.
Dude, let's just kill him. I think it's pretty easy.
Easy. Nice, bro. Ooh.
Damn, you hate to see it though.
Yeah, not great.
But that's a green from a rare, which is huge.
Yep.
The early level rares don't really drop any greens. It's like mostly just like white items that are basically just armor upgrades. So it was cool to actually have a rare that drops a green item, which means hopefully in the future that we're gonna get some cool drops, you know, as kind of like a reward for our, you know, insane traveling and other things that we have to do to make this happen. It's definitely looking forward to hopefully getting some green upgrades in the future from these mobs. We went back to Elwyn to look for Gruff again. Unfortunately, in this play session, we did not find him, and from what I remember, we spent about 4 or 5 days just logging in periodically looking for him, but we could never find him. I don't know if he just has like a very low spawn rate or if a lot of people were playing on Obsidian Edge Psalm, but it was a little tricky to find this guy. We ended up having someone, a friend of the show, Juno, who was also participating in the hardcore challenge at the time, who found Gruff and shot me a DM, so shout out to Juno for hooking us up with the rare find. It was definitely a reminder that one of the hardest parts that we're going to run into later on in the challenge is going to be respawn timers on these mobs. There's certain humanoids that have 36-hour respawn windows, so we could run into a situation later on where we're waiting a tremendous amount of time to actually find the mob. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to try to release more episodes soon, but yeah, no promises. But enjoy it while it lasts. Thanks, guys.